Hi, everybody, and welcome to our postseason BB. What are we calling them? Fan Q&A shows with the person that I am most excited to talk to, the person I know you all have the most questions for, undeniably our queen of the season. But first, let all of you know that wherever you guys are watching this, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe. Myself, Tiffany, the shows. It's a great way to help support them as we're in our 10-year anniversary of them. So keep supporting them. It keeps allowing us to bring them to you. And of course, share the shows. Let everyone know that we're live now. Or if you watch this later in the future, share it then. Put it in a Facebook group. Maybe there's someone you know that would like it. Let them share in the love of this show, everyone. Of course, you can tweet us your questions with hashtag YRRLive or leave them in whatever live chat you're watching in now. But without further ado, everyone, I have to bring on the lady of the hour, the woman that you are all here to see, the one, the only, our winner. It's Tiffany!
Hi
Hi.
guys! Get out of
Oh,
here.
hi. Oh, hi. Oh, are you at Are you dating Taryn?
He's
Are
telling
you guys
oh you
dating
want to see
now?
it?
Is this the hot tea that you guys are dating now?
No, I'm not dating anyone. I am single. I don't know if I'm happily single or not, but I am single nonetheless. So no, I'm not dating Taryn, although he is hot, but I'm just fresh out of the BB house, so I gotta take it slow.
Okay, because I would like that better than Kylan, and we need to talk about that.
Oh, why do we have to talk about that?
We
There's
don't. We
nothing to
don't have to.
talk about
Oh, good. I agree. We have nothing to talk about that
there. Okay.
today. Okay. So I want to start with Tiffany. I
Yes.
just you obviously have to know that on behalf of the fandom, you're our winner.
Yes, thank you. I love it. I was never expecting to receive so much love. So you guys are just super dope. I love America.
I am so glad. Now, one of my favorite moments from the season was your Sarah Beth voice, Tiffany. Have you
Oh,
seen? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
have I seen it? No, I have not seen it, but I do remember my Sarah Beth voice. How could I forget?
Your Sarah Beth voice. I will have to send you the clips. I have to say, I don't think I have ever laughed as hard watching the live feeds as when you did your Sarah Beth voices.
Okay, okay.
So we
I don't
absolutely
think
we
she
might.
liked it too much.
Well, but you can make her like it if we can make her. How are you in Sarah
It
Beth?
was
You
just
have,
all in fun. Oh, me and Sarah
yeah.
Beth are good. I love SB. When we got to the jury house, we got to get some things out the way. I wanted her to know that it was totally not personal. What happened to my lighting? My lights went off. Can you just push all of the lights over there? Like, what is going on today? It's like
I
Murphy's
think
Law. It's
Taryn is
like me playing
sabotaging
BB
you,
Comics.
Tiffany.
It's my second HOH. It's like everything that can go wrong is going wrong, right?
Tell me about it. No.
But SB and I are good. That's my girl. What is going on here? Oh, you know what? Did Todrick come back? That's him. He's like, hold on. I gotta push. I'm so sorry. This
Don't,
is
don't
just hold on,
Tiff.
guys. I know they're like, what kind of hot mess is he?
Look,
I can do this. I can turn the music down in the theater from my phone.
just so that
What
you
kind
know,
of,
we don't hear it, Tiffany. We have
oh, y'all
noise
don't hear it?
canceling, unlike
Got it.
unlike the Big Brother live feeds.
Oh, huh?
Like the Big Brother live feeds, all I want them to
Yeah.
ever have is noise canceling so we don't have to
Yeah.
listen to you guys digest your food, and they won't do it.
Oh, oh, yeah. That I didn't know how good those microphones really are. Even though I am a live feeder, I guess I'll find out.
Do you not have that problem when the people eat? Since because we know that you're a live feeder, do you not have that thing where like I get stabby? I have like stabbed my husband in the hand with a fork, just for him chewing loudly next to me.
So I hate like one of the things I try to be conscious of because I did dishes all the time and I'm a live feeder. I remember
Mhm.
when Nicole used to wash dishes and I can always hear the water running. So I used to always turn the water down really low because you're trying to hear conversations and pick them up while everybody's in the kitchen, but all you hear is this water hitting the sink. So I was very conscious of that.
Which Nicole? Nicole Frenzel or Nicole Anthony?
Yeah, I think Franzel.
Nicole Frenzel. I saw
Yeah.
that you tweeted about Nicole Anthony, saying that she kind of helped you a little bit in like telling you to be yourself
She
before
did.
the when you were going through casting.
Yeah, she had no idea who I was. I was just a fan commenting on her page, and I'm like, "Hey, listen, I'm trying to audition. Give me some ideas." I'm definitely thinking she's about to give me like this BB secret. Like, this is what you got to do. If you do this, then you'll get on. She was like, "Be yourself." I was like, "What in the heck is be myself? Like, what does that mean?" But she was right. Like, you have to be and go ahead and be an extra version of yourself, but essentially you have to be you and know how to tell your story. So she was right.
Right, she was right. Okay, let me start getting into some of these questions that we have
Mhm.
for you. I want to take this one from Jordan over on YouTube who says, "Tiffany, how do you feel about being protective over the fandom and the way that the other women have been treated this season? We know that the house guests are mainly your family now." But I think what he's saying is we saw you telling people, the cookout is we're a family, we're a unit. I stop trying to pit us against each other or have us go at each other. So, what do you want to say about that?
I initially coming out, I was aware that people were receiving a lot of flack. I am very protective of the people that I love. I was not aware, and I'm still not aware of all of the things that were said because I haven't seen it and I haven't heard it. And I just, I realized though in that moment, in my protectiveness of other people, that I wasn't fully aware of everything and how everybody felt. And so when I took myself out of the situation of how it was making me feel and put that took myself out of that situation and realized how other people were feeling. I had to put myself in America's shoes and in their seat and say, if I was actually at home and I was watching this show with my son who's 14 and my niece who's 14, and I'm hearing things that are inappropriate regardless of what they are because I don't specifically know, I as a parent and as a family, I'm going to say to my son like, hey, this is not appropriate, right? Or my niece like, hey, I hope you never let anyone talk to you like that. This isn't appropriate. So taking it out away from me, because I never care about what people say about me. I do not care what people say about me. I'm always more protective of the people that I love. Like, if you come for Hannah, I'm going to come for you. If you come for Angela, I'm going to, so if you come for somebody that I love, I'm more offended and hurt for them because I don't like to see my loved ones hurt. But if you come for me, I don't care. So when I was saying that, like, you don't have to fight our battles, I kind of was out of line a little bit, because if I was a fan at home watching, I would probably feel the same way. Like, I don't like the way they were doing you. I don't like what they were saying to you, and so I understand them being protective of me. So, I apologize to anyone who I kind of shoved their emotions about the situation to the side, because that's not what I was trying to do. I am a peace at all costs person. I just like to see people get along, and I just want to fix everything like right away. So I guess when I got out, essentially what I was saying was like, I just want to fix this. Like, I don't want this to be a problem. But I don't really know the things that were said. So I really can't comment on them. But I am aware that they were inappropriate. And I know, as someone sitting at home watching, I would want to defend the people that I love too. And I would want to say to my son, my niece, like, hey, that's not cool. And I hope you know that that's not how we act.
Right, right. And I think we all are so appreciative of the cookout, the sacrifice that you all made to make sure that we were going to get a winner out of someone from the cookout this season. We were going to get, an African American winner this season for all the seasons that it wasn't fair for the people
Hmm.
that didn't have a chance because of how outnumbered they were, because of how
Hmm.
they were treated in the house. So I think to focus, we like to joke around and say Kylan's the devil,
Mm,
but I think to take away at all from, what the message of the cookout is in all
yeah.
sincerity, I think it's great that you are all coming out and being one cohesive unit and saying, this is who we are, this is what we did, this is what we stand for. And
Hmm.
I think it's a great message and a
Thank
great way to
you.
put that forward into the world because it's historic. No one's ever done what you guys have done in 23 years. By the way, I don't think anyone will ever do it again. No one would. Why would
Yeah.
they?
Why would
So
you?
what? No. I mean, why would they? They do not. I mean, it would take another group of people like you, is my
Yeah.
point. Anyone else would play selfishly. You were
Yeah.
playing for a cause outside of the game.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I'm sure that you've gotten this a million times, but
Hmm.
of course, everyone wants to know if you play again, Tiffany,
Uh-huh.
are you going to play for yourself?
Of course, I would play for myself. If I play Big Brother again, I am only playing for me. I want the money. So, I've accomplished my mission. Mission accomplished. If I play again, it is solely for the money. So, I might be on the block week one.
I see. Well, I see. Lost in Concruz says, putting the cookout aside, who would Tiffany have liked to see in the final six with her? Had there not been the cookout. So if you could have picked anyone to go along with you, who would you have wanted to go, or would it have always, been the cookout?
No, it would not have always been the cookout. Love them, but it would have been different for me. It would have definitely been Chata, DX, Claire, Kai, and SB.
Okay, I love it. Now, what is your relationship with Claire like now?
Oh, I love Claire. Claire is my girl. I needed to make sure that before Claire left that house that she understood that we are girls. I love her. It was definitely nothing personal. To lose Claire over the position I was put in and the decision I had to make, that would have really broken my heart. The fact that she understood just made Claire all that more awesome to me, and we are great. That's my girl.
Yes, I mean the scene of, watching that conversation between you and Claire, I thought was groundbreaking for a lot of people. I think a lot of people watching this season didn't know how to navigate some of the conversations that were coming up about
Mhm.
it. And I think watching how you two, as friends, had those conversations
Mhm.
was very important and inspirational to people watching.
Yeah. Thank
Now,
you.
Tiffany,
Yes.
I think you're being sabotaged again because you're frozen. But we
I was
hear
gonna
you.
say, I was
Yeah.
definitely gonna say I'm frozen over here. Like I'm moving over here in my camera, but
Yeah,
why
you're
am
not
I
frozen.
frozen?
I don't know because you're being sabotaged, Tiffany.
Oh gosh. Is it me? And sometimes
It's
I sabotage
probably the
myself like BB
Wi-Fi.
Comics.
It's
Um
probably if only you had like a Taryn over there who could fix it for you. No. Uh
I don't have a
why
Taryn over
do
here. What are you talking about?
why don't we see if I'll hang up and
Okay.
then I'll try calling again and we'll
Okay.
see if that fixes it. So
Okay,
we'll
try
do
it.
that and we'll see if that
Okay.
unfreezes you. So let's
All
go
right.
ahead and we'll do that. Here we go. Let me hang up on Tiffany, everybody. Okay, we've hung up on the Tiffany and now we'll call her back and we'll see if she unfreezes. All right, let's see how this is working. Thanks for becoming a fan. Uh, I wonder if it's Claire Bear. For real Claire. Maybe. Oh, uh,
Where's Claire?
no, I thought, wait, hold on. Let me see if we got you. And boom, we got you. No, in chat, there was a Claire B asking to join the conversation. And
Get out.
I don't think it's the real Claire. Okay, so so, yes, but your friendship with Claire, obviously, and like I said, that, watching that conversation between you, I think it was, just very important for, I think, people to see. And I think it helped, shape how people can have the conversations about this season. And I love that
Yeah.
you guys have, are holding on to your friendship.
Yeah.
Sherry or Sarah Henry wants to know, what was your
Mhm.
son's reaction to finding out that you won America's Favorite Player?
He was so excited. I'm like, Christian, what do you think? But my son is so cool. He does not show any emotion. I'm always like, Christian, Christian. He's like, yeah, you won.
You mean he's
But
like
he
a
was
high school boy?
he is a high school boy. He was like, I am not all excited, but he internally he's excited, but he's not going to jump up and down. But I think because I always encourage him to shoot for the sky, and I'm like, you can have whatever you want. I just think that he expected me to do really well. He's always seen me try my hardest, do my best, and be successful at that. So he probably believed in me more than I believed in myself.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Becca wants to know, Tiffany, if you
Hmm.
could, and by the way, a lot of people think you should, hold a TED talk on the strategy behind Big Brother.
Yeah.
How would you prepare? Like, what would you tell people about how you prepared for the season? And is there any way that you think your strategy would have to evolve if you played again?
Oh, that is that's a lot in
That's a
one
lot of
question.
question. How did you
Um,
prepare?
I did not prepare a master plan before coming into the house. I know that naturally I am a social person. I love people. Being around people is the best thing for me. Like, I don't like being alone too much. I've got a big family. So, I knew I wanted to play a strong social game, but I did not want any targets on me. I planned to like have people feel comfortable with me so that they like me and they will want to keep me around. Coming up with the master plan, I have no idea where that came from. That was America sending me energy. That was like from heaven. I don't even know. I was almost ready to throw my game away. And then I was like, if I can figure, in order for me to really feel confident about doing something, I have to be able to see it and I need a plan to get it done. And because nobody had one, I figured that I had to come up with one. And so when I did that, that helped me to move forward. But it was just being in the position and looking at the numbers and realizing, okay, it's going to take, we've got this many people in the house. And I know these many people, 11 people make up the jury. And I know six of us want to get there. So, how do we do that? Would I have to elevate my plan if I played again? I definitely think so. I think that even whoever plays this next season is going to have to, if they even try to do the master plan, whether they try to do it or not, I think people are going to believe somebody is trying to work this master plan into their strategy. So you're going to have to add something to it.
Yeah, yeah, you would. You would have to. Carigo wants to know, and you got this from a bunch of people, is there any other reality TV show that you would want to do? Because I agree. I think it would be hard for you to play. I think it'd be hard for any of you to play Big Brother again, but
Yeah.
especially you. In
Yeah.
the same way that I think, Derek Levasseur would have a really
Yeah.
hard time playing again. And so,
Yeah.
so I think, is there another reality TV show though that you would like to maybe try out for?
Well, people keep talking about Survivor, and I don't know about living in the
Mm,
woods, living
no,
outdoors. I don't know
no,
about that. Like these braids,
no.
honey, and I need more than rice and beans. I don't know about that. I've heard about Amazing Race, but I don't know. I haven't even seen them. I am such a true Big Brother fan that Big Brother is the only show that I actually watch. Like I am not a reality show TV watcher. I don't like drama. Hey, the prize money was like it for me, and then the strategy of it being a social experience and a social experiment, that is what I really liked about it. So as far as other shows, I don't know.
See, I could see you on the challenge, which the challenge is like a mix of Survivor and Big Brother. And the Big Brother people have really kind of been making a name and carving out a spot for themselves on the challenge. I could so see you moving over there and getting in with people like Casey, Fessy, that, and like you would add. Oh, I would love to see
Listen,
you over on the challenge.
Eric, y'all think I'm 22 for real, huh?
Well,
I am
yes,
not really
because
22. Like,
well, Tiffany, how old do you think I am?
I don't know. But
No, you
y'all
have to
taking this
guess.
little body of mine. I don't guess people's age. That's my rule. I don't know. Because if
We
somebody
well,
guesses my age and they get it
I
wrong.
Well, you wouldn't hurt my feelings, but I will just say this, Tiffany. You and I are the same age, and we
Oh,
can both. I think we both look great, and
I
I
think
think
so.
we could totally do the challenge. Well, I couldn't.
Ah.
I definitely
See,
couldn't, but
here you
you
go
could.
backing out of it. You're backing out of it before
My
you
leg is
get in
metal,
there.
and I'm lazy.
Oh gosh. Oh my
Tiffany,
God. I heard you.
no, I saw your preseason. You're like on the sidewalk, like pulling weights with like ropes behind
And
you,
that's
and
the
I'm just
last
like,
time I worked out.
no, no, I
I
don't
was in
believe.
the
I
Big
heard you
Brother
on the
house.
feeds.
I was.
You
What if I
said you
heard
do
you?
these like insane workouts. You were
I
like,
do.
I like, yeah. So you do. You would be good on the challenge.
No, fine, 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 fine.
Okay, we want you on the challenge, and then like I said, and
Okay.
look,
Tell
just
them.
go just go over there and make like Fessy do those things. Like make Fessy do like you do the strategy
They
and
don't
let like
trust me. They're not going to trust me.
oh they will because the Big Brother people stick together because
Okay, good.
you're dealing with all the
Okay,
other
Derek X
people.
has to go with me.
I would love to see Derek X on there as
Derek
well.
X has to go with me.
I would love to see that. Now speaking of other Big Brother players, and
Yeah,
because you are such a Big Brother fan, obviously
yeah.
a lot of people asked it. I'm going to take it from Rachel Ann says, who are some BB alums that you would love to see in your ideal alliance? Now,
Hmm.
I
Can they
know
be anybody, even people who, what? Who am I going to say?
you're going to say Dan Giesling, and we can talk about that not on camera, but probably the worst choice. Uh, ugh.
I don't think Dan
Um,
has any desire to play Big Brother, so we're just gonna bypass him. We already know I love him,
and you're a
so
woman, so he wouldn't want to. So he wouldn't be able to manipulate you, so he wouldn't want to.
yeah.
But yeah, who would you want in this dream alliance?
All right, give me Evil Dick,
Okay,
give me Janelle.
okay.
I don't know if there can be two queens, but I just take Janelle anyway. Um,
Wait, why evil dick? Is that like strategy? Like you think people would like you would be able to hide behind him? Like what would be
of
your
course.
reason for taking
Oh
him?
yeah, because he's totally evil, and he would. I. It's like he'd be down to do all the things I want to do, but I just hide. I'm like, I didn't even know he was doing that.
Okay, all right. And then
Yes,
Janelle,
yep. I
because
take
of
Janelle.
strategy. Okay.
Vanessa has a heck of a strategy on her too. Gotta have Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
I love Derek. I don't think Derek would come back, but Derek's pretty cool. Um,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, give me Davon. I gotta have
Yes.
Davon. Yes.
Love Day.
So, we might just be messing some things up. We get all of us in there together.
I would love to see an alliance. I definitely would love to see an alliance with you, Vanessa, Davon. I love Janelle, but like the sixth time is not the charm. We need like the people
Fine,
who we haven't seen.
fine,
But don't get me wrong, I
fine,
love
fine,
Janelle. I
fine.
would not hate seeing it, but oh my god, you, Day, Vanessa. Well, I mean, I guess Day has played as well, but whatever. I don't care. Show me. I just want this strong power, woman alliance to destroy the
Okay.
men. I think for a lot of people that was the hardest part for us watching you leave. I know myself every season, I'm always rooting for the women of the house. And while I got it, we all knew why you had to make the move that you made and
Yeah.
send Claire out. But we were all just like, and now Kyland will take control. Ugh. And then, of course, we all know the way that story ended.
Yeah.
But you should be so proud of everything that you put together in that house. And I love that your fellow Cookout members are giving you the credit for that and acknowledging that it was your plan. Even Julie letting people know it's Tiffany's plan.
Thanks, Julie.
case anybody was confused. And I have to say, with you being a feedster, you really taught me when you would be like, "Hi, America," to the camera. We had a lot of storms while you guys were in the house and like damage or whatever, and the construction people have to come by, and I'd be like, "Hi, construction man, can you just?" Because he'd be like, "Eric, that's going to cost 500," and I'd be like, "Can you?" And I was like, I'm using my Tiffany voice. "Can you just maybe do it, America?" And he'd be like, "America?" I'm like,
Hi,
"Just do it."
America.
I loved it. This is my favorite thing.
Hey,
I was in
I'm big on speaking to people. So when I'm talking to America, I gotta speak. Hi, America.
I know us and all of our live feed updaters, everybody watching this show, I'm sure, we love when you guys talk to the cameras, when you tell us what you're actually thinking, because we don't get that from the DRs.
Yeah,
We get like
yeah.
2 seconds of your actual thoughts, and we don't know who you're actually playing, who you're not. So we thank you and love when you are talking to the cameras. Um, so on that note, I'm going to say this. Sweet Shelbs
Mm,
over on You Now says, Tiffany, what
mhm.
is your response to the haters who say that this season was boring?
Aw, you know what? Honestly, living in the house, there was a lot of downtime that we had to fill in with our own fun, and we did make the best of it. We had a lot of fun. I myself am watching the season back, and as I'm watching in the first few episodes, I'm like, oh my God, what in the heck? Where's all of the content? Like, we actually did a lot of fun things that were not shown. So, if you want to have an entertaining Big Brother season, you have to join the live feeds. Live feeds, I don't know how often they were up and how often they were down, but we were definitely having fun.
80.
I don't edit the show, so you have to blame editing for how boring you felt it was. I'm so sorry.
I will say the feeds were up 80% of the time. And yes, I think anybody that is watching these shows are live feed watchers. But in case that you're not, you should 100% check out the live feeds. You should subscribe to the live feed updaters on Twitter. You should check out people like Taryn, who talks about the live feeds every single day. And see the show as it's actually happening,
Yeah,
not
it's tough.
the
As
edit.
I watched those first few episodes, I'm like, America saw nothing.
Yeah, they didn't. They saw no. Yes, they did not. Callie Girl wants to know. Please ask. Actually, you got this from a ton of people. Please
Okay.
ask Tiff if she did the Amazing Race and had to pick someone from Big Brother to do it with. Who would she do it with?
Claire.
It would be Claire.
It'd be Claire.
What if it was somebody not on your season?
Um, it would probably be Davon.
Okay, I love. Oh, see,
Davon is
this is
smart. She's a go hard. Like she would make sure that we get it done. I would be like, girl, I do not even know. I'm tired. I want. She'd be like, no, we about to do this. I need somebody who is also going to want to take charge when I don't want to. Like I don't want to have to make all the decisions, do all the thinking. I need somebody who's going to when push me when I don't want to, and I would probably listen to her.
this is why this I love how I'm acting like, oh, it's my decision. I I'm just like, oh, this is so hard because I really would want it to be Day. I think that would be iconic if it was. But
Yeah.
then I love you and Claire together. Please, we need like a you and Claire YouTube channel.
Okay, Claire and I are definitely going to do some lives. Everybody's just been trying to get back into their groove of things. Claire and I definitely are going to do some lives. I'm going to do some lives. Me and Kylan want to do a live. Me and Chada want to do a live. So we have not forgotten about you guys. We are definitely going to do these things. You don't realize how busy we actually have been in this week or so since we've gotten out of the house. People are, they're tweeting about us saying, "Oh, they're just having fun. She hasn't gone home to see her son. She hasn't done this." They don't even know that
Oh,
my son is on his way out to California so we can go to Disneyland. Like, there are things that are in place that you don't see that we don't tell you about because we would actually like just a little bit of privacy now, but we try to share as much as we can. But don't drag us when you don't really know what's going on.
Oh, Tiffany, that's adorable that you think they're not going to drag you for everything. I love it.
Is
My
it?
my dad was in the hospital getting phone calls, people yelling at him about Nicole Anthony's game because we did shows together. You think they're going to leave
Oh,
you alone?
oh, fine, fine, fine,
You think
fine,
you're getting left
fine.
alone? That is not happening.
Oh my
No, but let me
goodness.
say this.
Yeah,
I understand, Tiffany.
thank
I
you.
mean I don't understand because I
Okay.
thought the whole point of children were just to have like little chefs and like people that like
No, actually, they're to
clean the
have like,
house.
go get this for me. It's
Like
like,
I
go
saw
get,
I yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I
yeah.
saw people complaining about that on Twitter and I was like, "Ew, I wouldn't want to go home to my kid either.
Oh, it's
I got
not
to
that I
make it
didn't want to.
food."
My family honestly told me before I came out here, they were like, if there's some opportunities for you while you're out there,
Exactly.
just take advantage of those opportunities. We've had you all this time. We got you. My son even told me, he's like, Mom, I'm good. Like, he's 14, but that is a young man. My son is probably more
Yes.
responsible than some adults. So, we have our relationship, we have our understanding. Even when we are in the same state, my son is very independent. I've raised him like that. I was raised like that. So we are not talking about a child here. He may be a minor, but he is not a child.
That is exactly what I was saying to people. Like, this is a high school boy. First of all, they don't want anything to do with their parents in the first
He's
place,
like,
number
oh
one.
no, no, no. I'm with my grandparents. Like when she comes back, it's gonna be a whole different ball game. So,
Exactly.
but that's
And
okay. I'm like, hey, as soon as his homecoming week for him, he's got that all taken care of. He's like, as soon as I'm done with homecoming, mom, I'm hopping on a plane. He's been flying by himself forever. He already got his ticket. He's on his way to California. So it's all good.
oh, I love that. You guys are going to have so much fun in
We
Disneyland.
are.
Just promise me that you will also go to Disney World so you can see what a real Disney park is like.
Oh, you throwing
I just
shade.
opened that can of worms because, I'm just saying it's like a park on the side of the road. I don't know,
Oh,
whatever.
okay,
Um,
okay.
Scarlet Seven says, Tiffany, I watched your movie I Declare War. Are you going to continue your acting?
Girl, where did you find that? Is she from Detroit? Who even
I,
knows
I
about
I don't
that?
know, but I'm writing this down. I
That was like
declare
one
war.
of my first, that's like the first movie I've ever been in. I was totally camera shy, nervous about the camera, like being right here in my face, just about my projection and everything was all off. At that point, I had only done plays and I was very comfortable doing plays. But to answer her question, I would love to do movies. I would love to do TV, film, even something like this. Like I don't know, after being in front of all of those cameras for all of those days, I'm like, hey, it's still, don't turn me off, we got things to do here. So I would love it.
I need to see this. All of the chats are like, what? Now people are going to see what's going on with this.
So
Okay,
let's see, I declare war, just to give you guys a time frame. That was
yeah,
I declare war, how many years ago was that? I think it was like 2014. So y'all know I don't do math, so somebody figure it out for me.
yeah, me neither. We have calculators. I also don't read. I'm red too, which makes reading these questions hard.
Oh
Uh,
God.
Everyone's like, Eric, did you get this book? I was like, I don't read. I'm red too. You need an audio book. Who sits down and reads a book? You do, because we saw that
Yeah.
jury segment, Tiffany.
Oh, I definitely read. I read all the time. I stayed grounded for a lot as a kid, so all I could do was read.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I might have been a little
Um,
bad.
Now, you got this question from a lot of people as well. I'm going to take it from Melanie, who says, "Was there any shocking thing that you learned about after the season was over, both from the show and in the real world? So, was there anything that you found out happened in the game that really shocked you?"
Um, you guys watched me, and I was always speaking my mind about things I thought that were occurring in the game. And I think the only thing I was really wrong about was SB. And most of the things I was accurate about. I don't think much really shocked me. Maybe some people's professions and, who they were outside of the game did shock me a little bit. I was like, oh, but I actually knew that these people were very intelligent, very smart. I'm sure I knew that these people had great careers ahead of them and things that they were doing. So surprised, not so much, because you could tell that Xavier was clearly lying. We knew he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a bartender. But as far as game moves, I tell you what I didn't know. I did not know about the Butchers Alliance. I knew about the Slaughterhouse. I didn't know about the Butchers. But, hey, I was in 16 alliances myself. I even was in an alliance with Travis, and he was only there for 9 days.
Travis, have you talked to him at all? Has anybody checked in on
Yeah,
Travis?
check on Travis. We love Trav. Like that was the house of love. I don't know what they did that season, but we all love each other.
No, it's very clear, and it is refreshing to see a cast that comes out where everybody really cares about each other, and it is great. This, as much as yes, there's always going to be a little bit of toxicity on the social media. I feel like in general, this is basically a postseason where everyone seems to really be getting along and
We do.
respecting each other.
We do.
Um, I want to take a question over from Instagram. From Cheryl Aloha. So speaking of your son going to LA, she says you said that you wanted to move to LA on the live feeds. Is there
Mhm.
any part of you that is considering staying there and pursuing more opportunities?
Yeah, that is my desire. I really love the weather here. I am a weather person. Michigan is super cold. Do not like the cold, the snow, the rain, the hail, the sleet, the none of it. But my family and my roots are there. Don't want to pull my son away from our support system. I can be free and do as I please, and I understand that. But he's only got 3 years before he's off to college or whatever he decides to do with his life after he is out of high school, which I would love for him to go off to school and pursue his education for his career. I would love to come out to LA. I would love to live out here and pursue a career and see where that grows and see where it goes. I mean, that's essentially why I am still here. I'm not just partying and having a good time. I am meeting people. I am having meetings. I'm putting myself in front of people who can help me expand this newfound desire I have for entertainment. And so I would love to stay in LA and grow a career here in entertainment.
Okay, well, you got Todrick. You got Todrick helping you, so we
I
love
do.
seeing that. I love Todrick.
Me
Okay.
too.
What M34I Mamba over on Instagram says, what is one of your favorite moments
Uh-oh.
with your relationship with Hannah? Obviously, we all loved watching you and Hannah together. It seemed kind of like a big sister, little sister
Mhm.
relationship. We really wanted you guys to go far and make it to the end of the game. So, what was one of your favorite moments with her this season?
Mm. Hannah and I shared a moment in the HOH room when I was HOH. I think it was my second one. And we just had a heart to heart, me just opening up and letting her know how much I admired her in her journey at 21, how mature and responsible and aware she is, and how bright the future is for her, and just wanting her to be comfortable and embracing that she's still a young woman and she's in her 20s, and just living life and not taking it so seriously, but serious enough that you have things planned that in the direction that you want to go. Just bonding with Hannah. She's like a baby sister to me. There were times I was overly maternal of her, when she fell and she bumped her head. I'm like, that's my baby. And then there are moments I'm like, this is my baby sister. I think every moment that she came to me with another idea, with another way to do something, we just grew and grew, and I will always admire her.
Okay, I love that. We love watching, your guys' relationship bloom together. Now, I know that we know that you have other things that you need to get to
Mm,
do. We love
thank
that you
you.
popped on over here. I want
Thank
to ask
you.
you a question that we kind of always like to wrap things up with
Okay, let's
from
go.
our town. And he wants to know, is there anything that you learned about yourself coming out of this Big Brother experience that you didn't know about yourself before you started it?
A lot of things. Heck. One that week that I left, I went around to everybody in the house and I was very genuine in those conversations that I was having with them, saying how I heard people throughout the house saying, "Oh, I've learned so much about myself being in this house." And every time they say that, I'm like, I ain't learned nothing. I mean, I still feel the same. But I that's not true. I learned more than anything that you do need people. I am a very independent person. I do a lot of things on my own. I don't like to ask for help. I don't like to need anybody. I like to be able to get out there and do what I need to do without having to rely upon anyone else's help. And in that house, and I had been that way. I pretty was it was really independent and making my own moves and my own decisions with the help of my alliance. But I did not want to have to feel that I needed anybody, even though I knew I did. I had to be honest with myself when came time for me to go to say, I can't keep myself safe. I actually need the help of someone. And I had to be vulnerable enough in those moments to express that I really do need you. I need your help to stay here. I don't like to ask anybody for help. And so what I took from that is not only in the house, but in my outside world, I have to let my pride and ego to go to the side. And when you need help or you just do need people in this world, it's okay to need somebody. You don't have to feel ashamed in that. And support is everything. So I needed my family's support for me to even be in the house. And that was really big. And that's probably the first time I've had to ask for so much support. But if they wouldn't have done that, I would not have been able to take that opportunity. So it's nothing wrong with needing people. And when you need people and they're there for you, that means that you have a support system. So it just made it, I came out realizing that it's okay to be vulnerable enough to say, hey, I need you.
I love that. Well, Tiffany, for people that want to keep up with you and everything that you are doing, of course, we'll put the links to your socials below this video.
Thank
But where do
you.
you want people to follow you on social media?
First of all, America, I love you guys. Thank you for voting me America's favorite player. I would not be that person, that player, if you had not have recognized me and thought of me so much. So thank you for your time and your efforts in getting me there. I really do appreciate it. You guys were my best friend in the house. I always talk to America like every day. I try to. Next, if you want to keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram. Now, don't laugh at me. This is my old Instagram, and so I've had it forever, and now I can't change it or I don't know how. So my Instagram handle is at absolutely gorgeous 100, spelled the correct way,
Mhm.
dashes, dots, or periods. And my Twitter handle is at absolutely tiff, TIFF. So follow me. I do try to respond. I do try to follow others back. I try to read as many of the comments as I can. I skip over the ugly ones, but that's just because I just like peace and I love being happy. But I do try to respond back to those who show me love. And, I try to encourage people too. So if you follow me, I try to interact as much as I can.
Well, I love that, Tiffany. We hope that you will come back and do more stuff with us over here. I mean, you have so many questions, but like I said, we know that you have to run. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and hang out
Thank
with
you.
us. We will, John and I, everyone, will be back doing our Survivor show this weekend, and we have more Big Brother postseason interviews coming up for you guys next week. We'll see you guys all later. Bye for now,
Bye,
everybody.
guys. Bye,
Bye, friends.
America.